3,000 loyalty points going out because we already had 3 likes. We already had 3 likes on the YouTube video, the live YouTube video, before we even went live this morning. So I'm going to make sure that you guys get your points. And I'm going to do that. That deal stands for every day until CFB26. So everybody who's in here gets the 3,000. Oh, you guys didn't get any points. Hold on. I owe everybody points in this channel. Uh-oh. It's happening. It is almost time. Also, everybody's getting 5,000 loyalty points this morning because of my air, so congratulations. The YouTube intro screens are a little bland. I wish they would give you good intros, good countdown screens. I wish you could upload your own countdown screen. That would be kind of cool. Mark gets in. Love the disc golf. Shout out EA just had on their countdown. Loving it. We are live every which way you could be at this point. TikTok, Twitch, YouTube. Most importantly, we're source recording this. Hopefully it works. If push comes to shove and we gotta... No marbles yet. No marbles or Tangia Dungeons just yet. Unfortunately, I think my PC would melt if I tried to stream a YouTube video at the same time. By the way, I don't know if... I believe I'm gonna DM Mr. M. Rose if he knows. Oh wow! I say his name and he appears magically. Rose, I literally just was whispering you. I was like, I wonder if you have a link by a chance for the blog for this when we get done. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. And we're just waiting here, casually chilling. They're actually adding table tennis to Road to Glory. You will be able to play table tennis against your fellow players only if you are in a 5-star school that has a table tennis table in the facilities. You'll be able to earn bonus XP and coach trust both if you are able to successfully win 5 table tennis matches in a row. Table tennis, things like an Akron thing. Yeah, I was gonna say you can only have it though if you have like a 5-star school. You can't. If you're a 1-star program, you can't have it. So, all right, here we go. 9, 8, 7. All these numbers. Too many numbers. Bet. All right, here we go.
Welcome to the EA Sports College Football 26 Gameplay Deep Dive. We'll share details about
Number 1 Ohio State 3-0. I like that.
Playbook expansion,
I like that a lot.
All new player types and abilities, improvements to wear and tear.
Biggest thing that had to improve.
Control mechanics, stadium pulse, physics-based tackling, and a lot more. Let's get into it.
The tackling felt way more real in the
With
beta,
real
at least,
coaches
I will
comes
say.
a massive playbook expansion. For the first
Let me cook.
time ever, over 300 real college football coaches bring their unique styles and authentic play calling to the game, delivering distinct program identities and more play calling
Shout out to
variety.
Coach
Over
Jenkins,
2,800
also
new
the Golden
plays
Hurricane.
and over 45 new formations have been installed.
A lot of
New
orbit
option
motion.
types,
Is what I
motion
noticed, and I
types,
loved it. I love the
bizarre
orbit
plays
motion.
and formations from last season are at your fingertips, and they're all tuned so you can craft a strategy that feels like your favorite program. 10 brand new player archetypes and rebalanced abilities, now 84 total, are designed to showcase the wide variety of skill sets we see in college football.
Battering ram
every
is going to
Saturday.
be OP. If you get a power back with battering ram, you are going to dominate.
When a player
Judging
gets
by
hot,
that animation
their
alone.
physicals receive a substantial boost, and platinum tier abilities will automatically upgrade to the new, more powerful Heisman tier. The Heisman tier captures those unexplainable moments when a player single-handedly takes over a game. New field vision introduces more realistic challenges.
If
for
you don't break a
quarterbacks.
controller because
Shorter
somebody goes to
quarterbacks will now have
Heisman
more
tier
limited
once,
vision
you aren't
when
playing the game
surrounded
right.
by taller linemen, and receiver icons will fade as they come in and out of view. To ensure balance around how
It's like quarterback. It's like the quarterback cone vision, but better.
During hits and tackles, every ability in the game was reviewed and adjusted. New customizable auto sub options let you tailor personnel decisions to strategically handle
thank
wear
you.
and tear
Formation
from every
and
position. Take
tier
complete
subs,
control
perfect.
with adjustable impact settings and battle real-world conditions with new weather modifiers that impact
I
wear
hated
and tear.
playing snow games in
And you'll get
CFB25.
instant feedback
Hated it.
with new
Hated it.
pre-snap visual cues that can affect a player's demeanor, indicating their condition right on the field. Updates to physics-based
This is what I
tackling
love
make
the most
better
right now.
tackles actually feel better. New tackle types like wrap catch tackles and lunges and new timing-based skill mechanics offer more tools to disrupt and
The hit
dictate
sticks
the
felt
game.
real, yeah.
With new authentic audio for big hits that adds realism and variety to defense. New dynamic subs allow real-time roster management without breaking from the action, enhancing the flow and strategy of every game. Make informed personnel
comment.
decisions and get your starters back out there with one button press. A rebuild of offensive and defensive line interactions redefines trench battles. Control the direction of your blocks with new block steering, which factors in player attributes like strength and momentum.
The Toters
for more
have never had a
realistic
better
line of
day.
scrimmage play.
The
And the addition
Toters
of
have
stunts
never
and
had
twists
a better day.
delivers more depth and control and pass rush. 12 different types of stunts offer a range of strategic
Hilarious.
options
DM me on
before the
DM me on
snap,
TikTok if you're real
providing a
about
new
it.
layer to the
Eagles fan,
chess
thank you for the
match at the
follow.
line of scrimmage. We're introducing adjustable defensive zones for more precise
Finally, so I can't get
control
beat
over pass
completely
coverage.
deep. Perfect.
Adjust the depth of where your safeties line up in coaching adjustments. Fine-tune your defensive strategies in real
Yes, then I
time
can play like a
and
really
outsmart
true cover
opponents.
2 shell. I can play a
When you're
really
on the
good
home
prevent
field
defense
advantage
for
side of
once.
Stadium Pulse, it's a beautiful thing. But for visitors, Stadium
They're
Pulse
not going
and
to keep
college
them off
football
the field
26
tonight.
is louder,
Holy cow!
and
Oh
more
my
personal,
God!
elevating the
Brant, thank you
chaos
for the
of
raid.
night games
Appreciate
in
you.
Already tough to play places. More intense
New gameplay
camera
deep
shake,
dive. Let's get after
new
it.
Visual disruptions and distorted clocks will throw
And hello, friends. Welcome to this tradition unlike any other.
intensity depending
CJ,
on
thank you for the
game
follow. I
situation
appreciate it.
or career moment. Pre-order the MVP bundle.
Okay, once we get the blog, we can go back through this. Brant, thank you for the raid. Brant, thank you for the raid. We'll go back through this. I'll tell you what, this is good stuff. I'll give a little bit more commentary this time through. So we gotta go to where it actually was. Deep dive looks good. Everything that we saw in the beta, I feel like has been really good. Brant, thank you for the raid. Rowdy, thank you for the first time. Chat, appreciate you guys. Here we go.
26 gameplay deep dive. We'll share details about a massive playbook.
The playbooks really did expand. The thing that people need to understand is they really did add a lot of different stuff. At least in the beta, they had some stuff. I thought they really cooked with like a lot of. I like orbit motion and stuff like that, and that they had a lot of that in there. That's one of the major things I really enjoyed. There were a couple passing plays that I'm excited to see in the game.
Over 300 real
coaches is a nice touch, even though I don't think they did Ryan Day any justice with how he looks.
Delivering distinct program identities and more play calling variety. Over 2,800 new plays and over 45 new formations,
but also the ability to formation sub guys on the fly and not have to go into a setting on the
at your fingertips.
Have to go to the pause menu for every single one is going to be perfect.
It feels like your
going to be absolutely perfect.
10 brand new player archetypes.
Deep dive just came out. We're waiting on the blog. Oh, speaking of, we got a blog. Well, after this, we'll have the blog pulled up.
In college football every Saturday.
Dude, I'm going to tell you guys right now, this ability scares the hell out of me as somebody who's more of a speed back person.
Designed to showcase the wide variety of skill sets we see in college football every Saturday. Improvements to how abilities scale are based on performance. When a player gets hot, their physicals receive a substantial boost, and platinum tier abilities will automatically upgrade to the new, more powerful Heisman tier. The Heisman tier captures those unexplainable moments.
The Heisman tier for this, I'm telling you, you're going to break a controller or two. There's going to be a controller broken because some dude for like Middle Tennessee State's going to go Heisman mode for like 2 quarters and going to do something stupid to you like you're at Rice and he's at Middle Tennessee State. Can't wait. Can't wait to just slam a controller on the ground. It's going to be my favorite.
To ensure balance around how different abilities
and wear and tear has to improve. And I want to see what it actually means in the course of a game in a dynasty. But I think it'll be I think it's a good upgrade.
Customizable auto sub options let you tailor personnel decisions to strategically handle wear and tear for every position. Take complete control with adjustable impact settings and battle real-world
snow games with
new
at least on this video.
And you'll get instant feedback with new pre-snap visual cues.
At least on this video, I will say this. At least here, you can somewhat decipher the white jerseys out of the snow. On last year's game, I could not see a thing. We played a snow game in Buffalo last year with OU, and I could not see a thing. It was miserable.
Real world conditions with new weather modifiers.
And I know it's white snow, white jerseys. I'm well aware, but like you could not see at all. It was such. I couldn't see open receivers at all.
Players' demeanor, indicating their condition right on the field. Updates to physics.
This is where I think the game is really going to change.
Actually, feel better.
Personally,
new tackle types like wrap catch tackles and lunges. And new timing-based skill.
I personally do think the game will really change with this because from the hit sticks that I've played on the beta, I felt like the tackling felt real. Like there was some where if you didn't square him up right and you went for the hit stick, you'd knock him off to his side, but he'd still be able to make the move.
Management without breaking from the action, enhancing the flow and strategy of every game. Make informed personnel decisions and get your starters out there.
It even tells you on the side here, which is nice, like what his actual wear and tear is. So like if it's a wide receiver with like a hip injury or something, instead of it being like his foot or his arm, that'll be nice too.
A rebuild of offensive and defensive line.
Shout out to the Lowe's Stadium Pulse.
Battles. Control the direction of your blocks with new block steering. which factors in
block
player
steering has
attributes
made
like
toting
strength and
look
momentum
so
for
easy.
more realistic
I
line
can't
of
wait.
scrimmage play. And the addition
The
of
power
stunts
run
and
game and the
twists
speed run game have
delivers
never
more
looked
depth
better.
and control and pass rush. 12 different types of stunts offer a range of strategic options before the snap, providing a new layer to the chess match at the line of scrimmage. We're introducing adjustable defensive zones for more precise control over pass coverage.
It'll be nice
Adjust the
because
depth
I
of
think
where your safeties
our
line
beloved
up in
friend
coaching
Peter in this
adjustments.
channel, Mr. Peter
Fine-tune your
Roses bookie,
defensive strategies in real time.
he used to get
and
mad about the
outsmart
corner routes, and I
opponents.
did too. But with the
When
with
you're on
the
the
being able
home field
to
advantage
change
side
the
of
zones, you
Stadium
can
Pulse,
absolutely
it's a beautiful thing.
absolutely
But
fuck
for
up some
visitors,
corner routes now.
Stadium Pulse in college football 26
And it'll be
is
perfect.
louder, tougher, and more personal, elevating the chaos of night games in already tough to play places. More intense camera shake, new visual disruptions, and distorted clocks will throw off your
Shout out to
timing and
Louisiana Tech
communication
taking down
with dynamic
LSU there.
intensity depending on the game
Damn.
situation.
The
or
developers
career
must
moment.
hate. Oh well, he missed that. I was gonna say the
Pre-order
developers
the
must hate
MVP
LSU.
bundle.
The
Includes
scorebug
both
looks
EA
really
Sports
good.
College Football
The
26
scorebug
and
the is
Madden
nice and
NFL
compact,
26.
so it'll look even better. I hope that next year in 27 we get what Madden has this year with like all the different score bugs. That would be really cool. Also, we have a deep dive to get to here, so let me pull this up. Our boy Rose here, so graciously hooked us up. So give me 1 second. We'll pull this up. Got to get that coffee in. Get that coffee rolling. All right. Here we go, boys. The gameplay deep dive. All right. Welcome in. For those of you that have not been here before, welcome into the media room. Like I said, my name is JayTwo Media, aka Jason. Thank you, Brant, for the raid. I appreciate that from earlier as well. We are going to get after the college gameplay, the College Football 26 gameplay deep dive blog today. We already saw the trailer. I'll put the trailer towards the end of the video. I appreciate you guys. Ross was in here, came in here from the raid as well. But we have the blog courtesy of our guy M Rose, who also cooks up absolute fire card art in EA. So appreciate him. So we're going to get after it. The gameplay deep dive by Kirk Herbstreit. We saw this video already. We saw this video twice, matter of fact. So now let's dive further. All right, pregame. Ooh, is this something different here? Oh, is this just our okay? These are just the same videos. Okay. These are just the same videos. This year our gameplay motto is what we called the 4-minute offense. Why? Because after putting points on the board last year, we wanted to come right back out, take control, and march down the field again and put the game away, which I think they've done a pretty good job of. Similar to last year, 3 core pillars, all 22. I'll be honest, the offensive line mechanics are enough. Not even knowing that they did that, the offensive line mechanics are going to be incredible. We'll get to that here in a few minutes. Of the running the ball is never going to be easier. Play your way, more customization tools, dynamic subs, no more pausing, just playing. Introducing dynamic subs, a new feature that brings real-time roster management directly to the field. Now strategic substitutions can happen seamlessly without ever leaving the action. Like I said, I think this is going to be a really, really good feature. We don't have to go to the pause menu. We also have just strict formation stubs. There are certain formations last year when we had our Ohio Dynasty where I wish I could have in the power back or the speed back, and now you can automatically just put them in there. You can probably do this. It doesn't even say this, but I assume you can do this from the screen. You can do this from the main screen as well, which will be perfect. And as USN said, the score bug is compact, but it's also wide. It's nice. It's a nice touch because I can clip that a little bit for TikTok. That'll be nice. It couldn't be easier. During pre-play, simply press up on the D-pad to instantly access who is on the field. Then cycle out those players by tapping left and right. Once you make a change, it sticks, ensuring your lineup remains strategic. Smarter subbing with tailored filters. To streamline the subs even quicker, we've introduced targeted filters that get the players on the field quicker. Manage your entire defensive line unit at once or quickly jump to specific groups like your linebackers or defensive line. So, So I'll probably just be cycling between full offense and skill players, I would assume. Real-time health insights, like we said earlier, instantly assess each player's current effectiveness, helping you make the smartest personnel decisions on the fly. So you don't have. I just hope with the wear and tear that we don't get minus 20s after one hit in the first game of the year. Gameplay feels largely the same, but I thought the gameplay was in a great place. Yeah, like I said, I played the beta. I honestly, I enjoyed the gameplay. I thought it was really good. Tyler, thank you for the gifts on TikTok, by the way. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. I thought the gameplay was in a great place. I thought the hit stick feels very real this year. It was the thing about the beta, and I don't know, USN, since you did get to go to Orlando, I don't know if you can comment on this, but did you get real rosters with the gameplay that you played, or was it also just like playing a version of the beta? Because you did, okay. Because like the thing about the beta is like they're all randomly generated rosters, so like you can't get a real feel for like how a certain type of player plays. You can see the ratings, but you don't know. It was not like the beta, okay. Because I think that's the biggest difference in the beta versus the real game that we're going to see is like certain guys you just won't know. Like I want to know what it's like to really run with a Jeremiah Smith in the open field, like what it's really like to throw him a ball, because I think that'll change our opinion a little bit of gameplay. I know that sounds a little crazy, like, well, there are real players, but yeah. So I think that's part of it, is you can get a little bit more of a real feel for it. But that's fine. I can wait till July 7th for that. I'm perfectly fine with that. Before expanding on the system, our first priority was to address some of the tough to reproduce bugs while continuing to improve balance. We went after complicated issues like players awkwardly stacking on each other without the play ending properly. That was a major fix. That's a major problem in EA games. That's been a major issue. That's been a major problem in Madden a lot. I've seen TikToks of that all the time, of players awkwardly stacking on each other, like they're just like all running around each other and the ball's just sitting on the ground. So that there's probably some like hard-coded issues with that. So another key improvement and something the community clearly asked for was making it easier and more strategic to manage players based on their wear and tear. So we saw that as well with the formation subs and the settings of like, hey, if this guy's below a certain limit, play him. If not, so on and so forth. I think that's good. There's going to be 4 options: default, standard CPU substitution logic, keep fresh, inspired by real world rotation strategies like TTUN's frequent running back substitutions, grind it out for teams that want to keep their best players on the field as long as possible. Players push through being banged up and only sub out when absolutely necessary. Custom players sub based on the lowest health of specific players sub based on the lowest health of specific body parts, giving you precise control. So like I said, if you have an offensive lineman where his it's his feet instead of his hands or something, you can decide whether you want to sub him or not. Yeah, I thought formation subs were definitely broken. They also didn't know what to do with wear and tear, being a whole new mechanic. So pain is temporary, dynasties are forever. This year we've introduced a complete customization of the wear and tear experience. Want damage from hit sticks or sacks? Prefer faster healing between quarters or during timeouts? Every aspect is now on your hands. That, I think, is the biggest thing for online dynasties, man. I really do. Is if you want to play in a dynasty where guys just don't get hurt that much, you can turn the sliders down. If you want it to be real and feel very like, okay, you got to be very careful with these guys, you're going to have control of that this year. And I think that's going to be the best part, personally, of dynasties of dynasty gameplay on the field. I don't think dynasty gameplay in the back end, they're going to have another deep dive on that. But I think this, being able to at least have control of it, will it work properly? Let's hope. Will it work 100% the way it should? Let's hope. But at least having the control of that in your dynasties, in your stream dynasties where you don't want your named players to get hurt, you may change it. I would even do this. I'm in our dynasties. I might even just leave the impact the same, but make the recovery quicker. I think that would probably work. in-game healing reserve pool. So basically how much you can heal per game too, which is cool. But like I said, I think it's the recovery part that needs the most fix and needed the most fix, at least. Whether the Storm win the game, there's real world coaches, obviously all 300 real world coaches. So the recruiting and transfer portal is going to either make or break teams in 26. Absolutely. Tyler, thank you for the gifts on TikTok, by the way. I appreciate you. We're live on Twitch if you guys want to come on over to twitch.tv/JayTwo Media. I always said, like, the idea of a pattern where they focus on quality of life changes and obvious stuff one year and then take a year for gameplay. If they cycle it like that, that's fine. I think that's fine. I would love, we all would love in a real world situation. We'd love 2 years in between games. Make the best possible product you can in 2 years, but that's not financially realistic for EA. I get that. Fully get that. But I think that it's, I think that if they can do these things, yeah. I thought the gameplay was fine, and they're updating the other core stuff around it. I think EA cares absolutely about CF. I think the EA team, I think the college football team really cares about college football. I really do. I think they've listened into the community, and USN can attest to that, being somebody who's gotten to go to Orlando and actually give his insight. I truly do think they care. I don't think that's true at all, Faded. Same play calling and terrible situational play calling in Road to Glory was probably one of the worst things. That's the thing. I don't know. I had never played Road to Glory. I can honestly say in my heart, I think I never touched Road to Glory last year. We played Dynasties. We played Road to the CFP. So if anybody tells me about Road to Glory stuff, I'd listen to you. I have no idea. I really didn't. Ross, well, then they didn't care at all, Ross. If they didn't hire you, that's the problem. That's a major problem, Ross. I agree 100%. That's absolutely cut play calling. Yeah, the cut play calling is, and like Madden did a good job this year of, like, they changed how adaptive AI works. And like you can't, the CPU versus real world people, you're not just going to be able to spam cheese the same plays and that stuff. That's really good that's a really good concept. And I think EA will probably bring that to college football next year. These things take time. I'm not an EA sympathizer. I get it. I know I am. I do have sponsorship with EA, but I will be real about the game. There were parts of the game last year that pissed me off incredibly. And we all know what they were, and we all had the same issues, and we all voiced those opinions. But these things, game development takes time. It's not going to be just cut and dry, walk in, throw 3 lines of code together and fix the problem. Who chews the first drive? Well, people who chew clock in the first half should be thrown in Guantanamo Bay, 100%. Absolutely. If you chew clock in the first half, thrown straight to Guantanamo Bay, no pass go, no collect $200. Wonder if that O-line blocking feature is pre-snap or if it's during the play. I'm curious how they're going to do that. We're going to get to that. I'm curious too as well, Sky. Because like when I'd run inside zone last year, a lot of times here, I'll draw it up. We're going to draw this up, baby. A lot of times when you do inside zone, like for example, like you'd pull the guy through the gap, or if it was a pulling play, he'd pull and never get to the linebacker. He would always just pull and just go like outside and like leave the linebacker alone. And like you can't run through the gap that way. So like, you know what I mean? Like I know that's inside zone, but like certain pulling plays, yeah. Like certain polling plays like just don't work right. By the way, I just drew that up off the cuff. Faded. This is literally like the 30th time I've done this, buddy. I literally did this in marbles. But you know what? You guys know what I mean. A stretch to call it a deep dive. Definitely more of a shallow drive. We'll see. The Heisman tier, the Heisman tier is absolutely going to break some controllers here. 100,000%. That is going to break controllers. Expanded archetypes. The out-of-body experience. So when Grant Nussmeier or whoever is your quarterback here at LSU, random Joe 35, I'm thinking Madden will clear CFB this year. as long as Dynasty mode is around, I just can't ever talk myself into Madden. They simply chose not to. This is a gameplay deep dive, though. This is going to take time. This is there's still a Dynasty deep dive. There's still probably going to be a Road to Glory deep dive, I would assume, as well. One of our core objectives this year was capturing what we call that out-of-body experience, those jaw-dropping moments when an elite player single-handedly changes the course of a game. To achieve this, we've completely redefined how abilities scale when a player gets hot. Momentum matters more than ever. So if a player starts to cook, like Ricky Hunt Jr. starts to go off, he's taking the game over. The description shows visual damage for QBs. Is it for other players as well, or focused on QBs? I haven't seen anything. Daddy Dill, I haven't seen anything else yet. We'll see. We'll know more here soon. New offensive and defensive abilities. But here back to this real quick. You'll know exactly when it happens. A green flash around the player's icon signals a tier up. Conversely, if a player's performance drops, you'll see a red downward arrow seeing if they dropped a tier. So basically, your abilities can go up or down during the game. Hello, welcome in Fangirl Plays. Appreciate you hanging out with us. I'll get intros and all that stuff for everybody once we get done with this recording. So, battering ram. So there are new offensive and defensive abilities. Battering ram is the one, man. You guys wait till you see this.
New player archetypes and rebalanced abilities, now 84 total.
I don't know if they're going to show the video of battering ram in this. I'll put this in the video right here. But battering ram, as it tiers up, ball carriers inflict increasing levels of wear and tear on defenders, provided they finish runs falling forward. At the Heisman tier, it delivers maximum punishment, making defenders pay. But basically, the thing in the trailer was there were two defenders got into the backfield and he just ran them both over. Stadium Pulse needs it. It needs a nerf in Road to the CFP when you can't choose if you're home or away. I do agree with that. Do definitely agree with that.
New player archetypes and rebalanced abilities.
Okay, yeah, I gotcha.
Now 84 total.
Okay, Kirk, I don't need you, Mr. Frosted Tips. I'm good. Hammer. We've revamped the hammer ability specifically for thumping linebackers and box specialist
New player
safeties.
Archetypes and rebalanced.
What is going on? Why is it still playing?
New player archetypes and rebalanced.
Kirk is literally just fighting me right now. Don't. I will inspect.
84 total.
I am going to inspect element, and I am going to literally delete that video. You not doing that with
player archetypes and rebalanced abilities. Now 84 total.
Okay, Kirk, I gotcha. Loud and clear. Hold on, I got to refresh this. Jeez, freaking EA. What the hell, man? Okay, there we go. Now we're good. I apparently don't click into one single video, or else you will get stuck with Mr. Frosted Tips telling you directly exactly how he feels at all times. Damn, we got a lot to get through here. All kinds of. Ooh, we got all kinds of formations. The leverage game, route commit. All right, hold on. Where were we? Oh boy, we got a lot to get through. I'm trying to get back to where we were. Sheesh. This is a monster blog. Oh boy. All right, here we go. We already did offensive and defensive abilities. Kirk's not going to sneak up on us again. We're good now. Dynasty as well. Not being able to see player icons until your quarterback is in the dirt. Not being able to hot route. I don't mind it if it's actually an impact on the game. Like if it's not, you know, if I'm in a max stadium, I should be able, if I have a freshman quarterback, I should be able to hot route. But if I'm in, you know, if I'm playing in Columbus or Ann Arbor or Happy Valley or anywhere that has, you know, good crowds, loud crowds, I get it. But like there was times I wasn't able to audible with my Ohio quarterbacks last year. And it's like, come on, it's not that loud. 2,800 new plays and 45 new formations. Greater playbook individuality. We are not clicking into that video. I'm good, thank you. Penn State will never beat Ohio State when it matters. Unfortunately, you can clip that, rip that, ship it. Not this year, at least. Not this year. So, You'll immediately notice the difference between Air Force's flexbone DNA and USC spread out vertical attack. These aren't just roster-based differences, they're true philosophical fingerprints. New motion types. We've added new motion categories: reload, bounce, escort, and boomerang to help you layer deception and keep defenses guessing. These match the complexity of motion-heavy offenses like Kansas, Alabama, and James Madison. Let's go. Double motion plays. For the first time ever, you can move multiple players pre-snap. That means you can mimic the chess match scene in real film programs from like Georgia Tech and Penn State. Whether it's sequential motions or dual motions at once, you can now shape shifts and formations to stress the defense before the snap even happens. This is quite literally the year they have a chance to beat Ohio State. I said what I said. I said what I said, Valor. I said it. Until it happens, until zeros are on the clock, I can't believe that it'll happen. James Franklin needed a rainy, nasty night in Happy Valley in 2016 to beat a very offensively challenged Ohio State team. And ever since then, all we've done is bully him and pretty much do what we need to do against him. This is their year. Absolutely. I don't disagree with that line, Valor, but I will say, until it happens, until proven otherwise, ain't gonna happen. For the first time ever, you can move multiple players pre-snap. I love this. But remember, you can't have two guys moving at the snap of the ball, though. How many brain dead people are going to be like, I was motioning people and I snapped the ball and I got a penalty? Nope, that is illegal motion. They have to be set for at least 1 second. There are going to be a lot of people. You watch. A lot of non-ball knowers that are going to get caught in this. Quarterbacks are the centerpiece of modern offenses. Modern pop passes to sprint out options. Hey, that sprint out play that we used to run in the 5 wide with Ohio, we need more of those. Smarter option routes. We've overhauled route logic in the run and shoot and veer and shoot. Receivers now read leverage, identify cap defenders, and react to middle of field safety structure. That means better decision making for user quarterbacks and more realism. This new logic also fuels option routes like halfback choice, Hoss, wide juke, and slot option. I love me some slot option. That's one of my favorites. Signature looks from the real 2024 season. Oh boy, the Penn State shotgun gate. I hope they have in there
friends.
that you can.
Welcome to this tradition unlike any other.
TTV Light, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Who's your college football team, TTV? Welcome in, sir. I really hope that they have the Penn State fourth and goal pass to nobody in the end zone. I really hope they have that. And I hope they have the Penn State run defense in the final 4 minutes of the game. I hope they have that in the game as well. Penn State shotgun gate, stretch the edge, freeze linebackers, and create backside cutback lanes. It's misdirection in motion, and it mirrors how Penn State weaponized horizontal flow all season long. All jokes aside, they did do a good job with Tyler Warren all year doing things like this. I will say they did do a good job of utilizing Tyler Warren in that game. Swinging gate, run screens, jet touch passes, or misdirection fakes from the same funky gate look. This set even includes dual quarterback packages, wildcat looks, or offensive line slot alignments. I mean, we've had some before where you could put in a quarterback, but this is definitely new. Ole Miss wildcat do swing. Snap it directly to your defensive tackle? Absolutely. The Rebels did it over 20 times last season, and now you can too. Power halfback, gadget, or tight end can also sub in to keep defenders guessing. You can also, a new feature this year in Dynasty mode is they have a tweet like Lane Kiffin mode, where you can be left out of the playoff and then tweet like you deserve to be in, even though you couldn't beat 3-9 teams at home. Big bonus feature as well. Rice pistol wingback. The option lives in Houston. This formation group blends flexbone motion with pistol spread tempo. This includes 11 total wingback sets, a dream for users who love mixing the triple option with the quick game. Ooh, okay. Hey, if anybody's a fan of this channel, they know that the power eye comes in, and the power eye is here to stay. Big boy football, 2 defensive linemen lead blocking. Fullbacks leaking on play action. If you want to go downhill, This set rewards you with short yardage dominance and surprise deep shots. I was never able to hit a play action out of the Power Eye, but we did run the Power Eye a lot in this channel. ECU trips over off weak, unbalanced, use the off-ball tight end as a motion blocker. Duke wide, I'm going to go through these a little quicker here. Duke wide, Y off trip stack. 11 new wide formations, including stack that stretches defenses sideline to sideline while delivering vertical options and quick RPOs underneath. Used heavily by Duke, this group gives you horizontal stress with vertical teeth. Okay, I like this. I believe that I played somebody that was Duke this year, and I believe that I beat them pretty handily, so I'll take it. I really like the idea of OC and DC having playbooks. Makes it easier in online Dynasty mode when having house rules requiring you to use coordinators' playbooks. That's a big plus. 25, we used to use Pipeline to limit options. I like that. I love when guys have custom dynasties. I love hearing all your guys' dynasty, like online dynasties with friends where you're like, you only can do this or that. I love that stuff. That's what games like this are made for. Yes, we have the core game, but like you can get so many hours of enjoyment out of playing games like this, just having fun. Penn State also being in a dogfight with Maryland is very true to form. I'm not going to click into this because we've had our issues with the video player going on. So, in our quest to make pocket passers as valuable as they are in real life, we introduce real-world challenges to level the playing field. No, there's no vision cone on the field. Oh, thank God. No vision cone, everybody. Like I said, it felt very vision coney when we saw it in the trailer, but yeah, this should be good. Through conversations with coordinators across the country, one theme kept coming up: the importance of moving the quarterback's launch point and how interior pressure can impair vision. We took that to heart. Field vision accounts for your quarterback's height, size of the offensive and defensive lineman, and proximity in the pocket. So I'm using Julian saying I'm going to be a little worried because he's not the tallest quarterback. Smaller quarterbacks under center will experience realistic visibility limitations. That's why many real-life quarterbacks favor shotgun or pistol looks. This is going to be interesting because you are going to have to recruit guys that are taller. You're going to have to recruit tall quarterbacks. If you're at a big school, you have to choose between the 6'1" and the 6'4", or the Terrell Pryor types and the versus like a Baker Mayfield type, height-wise at least. I also limited recruiting guys to guys in top 10. I honestly think it was hard to get guys outside the top 10 anyways. But yeah, that's a good one, Daddy Dill. Yeah, that's a good one. Is this quantifiable or is it RNG? That's going to be the question.
Welcome to this
That's absolutely going to be the question
other.
as well. Daddy Dill, thank you for the follow, by the way. Appreciate you. If I ask you guys who your college football team is and then I forget and ask you again, just tell me I'm an idiot. But Daddy Dill, who's your college football team? Enhanced quarterback progression system. High awareness quarterbacks will quickly and efficiently cycle through multiple receiving options, reflecting the decisive reads and rapid decision making. So basically, this is for the CPU. Conversely, lower rated quarterbacks struggle more significantly, realistically managing fewer progressions, closely resembling the performance of inexperienced true freshmen or developing quarterbacks seen on Saturdays. That'll be perfect. That I do agree with too. You couldn't see the wide formations. You couldn't see guys outside the camera view. Yeah. Unless you had it super far out. Last year, we saw a heavy reliance on double mug and cover zero blitzes to overwhelm AI quarterbacks. Huh. Anybody experience that? If the quarterback is good, he will carve you up, Brock. But if he's bad, he's going to have bad decision making. In College Football 26, we've introduced an upgraded hot read system and made significant enhancements to quarterback progression logic, double move recognition, and overall blitz response. Perfect. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Quarterbacks with higher awareness now identify multiple hot read options. Cool. Sorry, was looking at something. I was born and raised 2 hours south of Gainesville, so I'm a Gator. Hey, our guy TP Lacrosse in here is a national champion as well. College basketball national champion. Been a Gator fan for 5 decades. Hey, if you live there, it counts. If you live there, we'll let you slide, I guess. Yeah, TP's all Gator Nation here. There's a Gator emote in here, by the way, I believe, TP. Show our man his Gator helmet emote. I believe it's still in here. Quarterbacks with higher awareness will now identify multiple hot read options immediately after the snap, mirroring how elite quarterbacks diagnose and counter aggressive pressure in real life. These upgrades reduce the once dominant effective of double A-gap blitzes. So basically, you're not going to be able to double A-gap spam the whole time. Quarterbacks will get the ball out. They'll feel smarter. If they're smarter, they're smarter. If they're dumber, they're dumber. Pretty simple. If they're smarter, they're smarter. If they're dumber, they're dumber. Pretty easy. Pretty easy concept to grasp. Defense wins championships. Last year's gameplay was explosive and wide open. Defense needed more depth, presence, and options. So this year we've doubled down on defensive control and responsiveness, giving you more tools to disrupt and dictate the game. We're talking physics. I will say the physics-based tackling in the beta, at least from what I saw, was really, really good. What are they going to do about a Bryce Young type? Because he had no problem with it. I assume awareness will negate the height thing. Probably. I wonder if the vision rating would negate some of the height as well. If there's a vision rating, right? Or am I stuck in MLB The Show mode? I might just be stuck in MLB The Show mode thinking about the vision rating. But either way, yeah, I do think that I think awareness will definitely play a role in that. Because awareness last year didn't play as much of a role. Physics-based tackling, I'm telling you guys. There's just ball carrier vision. Okay, I felt like there was something, but yeah. I assume awareness will probably be a stat that matters, Valor. I would gather that would probably have something to do with it. Now tacklers with better ratings won't just win more often, they'll win more distinctively. We've layered timing-based elements that allow stronger defenders to finish plays with authority while making weaker tacklers more vulnerable to being dragged or broken through. I like this. I like timing. My only fear is, what if I play McDonald's Mike and he's playing on the world's worst internet connection and I square him up, hit him for a hit stick, and I whiff the hit stick because Buddy has the worst internet in the world. That's my only fear with stuff like that. I can, against the CPU and it's processed locally, that's fine. But if I'm playing McDonald's Mike and he's, eating a quarter pounder and running through because he's playing at McDonald's, like, I want to be able to, there needs to be some sort of, lag comp for stuff like that. Will quarterback passing vision because of height just change the way the camera looks? The way they've said this here, and I'm going to go back to this real quick. Smaller quarterbacks under center will experience realistic visibility limitations. I think I assume that those icons won't be available. I don't know if you'll still be able to throw to those icons if you know they're there. If you throw, like, if square is open, but the quarterback can't see him, but you can see him and it's square. I don't know if I assume you'll be able to throw it there. I bet there'll be some sort of accuracy penalty where it's like, it's not going to be a perfect throw. Even if you make a perfect throw, I assume that there's going to be something where, like, the quarterback is like, hey, I'm throwing it to this spot because this is where the guy is supposed to be. No, it seems like more of an RNG thing. We'll see. Yeah, we'll go back through these videos. I'm not going to click play on this video because it's going to mess up as it did the last time, but we'll go back through this video here. We'll go back through the video, the whole thing at the end. Moving out of the pocket would absolutely. So if you roll out to the side, you should be fine. Yeah, I think that's actually fair. When you played the beta where the corners, I'll get your comment, Valor. I'm sorry. If I miss it, I promise I'll try and get it. If it's been a while, they'll let me know. Because I'm trying to read as I go through. So when you play, no, you're good. No, I'm glad you did it because I saw the first one and I didn't process it. And then I saw that, but this one was close enough where I could see it. You're good. Don't worry. I'm not gonna shame you for that. That's perfectly fine. When you played, were the corners actually not seeing the ball if they couldn't? I played most of the time I played. I toted. I didn't throw a whole lot. I'll go back and play it. I assume the beta is still active. I don't know if it is or not, but if it is, I'll go back and play it and give you guys a little bit more insight. Seems like it's only when the line is closer to you probably won't be an issue. Yeah, if you drop back deep, probably won't be too much of an issue either. So, new tackle types. We've got the wrap catch tackles. DBs who aren't heavy hitters now have the ability to wrap receivers up securely at the catch point. That's way better because at the point of catch, so many times guys would just break free. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. In range lunge content. Lunging tackles will no longer always force defenders to leave their feet. Players can now make controlled lunges while staying upright, adding another layer of realism to open field tackles that increase defensive responsiveness. So that's good. Like I don't have to just completely dive. I can actually lunge and still kind of keep my feet. We'll get to that as well, Valor. I assume ag catches are back. Valor. Well, I think there's still more offense below this, so we should know here soon. Unprepped hit sticks. We've added explosive hit stick animations to capture those thrilling real-life moments when the ball carrier is caught off guard. These tackles deliver impactful moments and can shift momentum and significantly increase wear and tear, increasing the strategic depth, timing and aiming on all one-on-one tackle types. The tackling and aiming mechanics from last year's hit stick tackles have been expanded to every one-on-one tackle scenario, including strips, cuts, lunges, wraps, swat catch tackles, and wrap catch tackles. Putting you directly in control of your hands, your skill as a player can significantly influence broken tackle outcomes. I'm trying to read too fast. So basically, one-on-ones, you're going to have the control to tackle however the hell you want to tackle. It's going to be your choice. Truck and stiff arm skill mechanics. We've obviously integrated timing and aiming into trucking and stiff arm moves. Ball carriers can now control their moves to increase the success rate. I don't know if they're going to take off conservative ball carrying like they did in Madden. I hope not. But as a toter, as somebody who does run the rock, shout out to Fendler as well, Major Toter, Mr. Fendler. Being able to just have it on conservative was nice, but now you have to hit R1 or RB to wrap up at all times. This year's core tackling improvements go beyond just adding new animations. They're capturing the emotional core of college football. Whether it's a critical third down stop or a tone-setting hit early in the game, these improvements are designed to recreate the chaos, energy, and momentum swings you see every Saturday. I just hope there's not going to be guys pressing RB to try and punch the ball out at all times, all the time. I'm saying on online games, not on CPU. Also, hopefully they fix the bug where this is an offensive thing, where if the CPU is running the option and he doesn't do the pitch, he does the pitch fake. A lot of times he would just leave his arm out there and do the pitch fake the whole time. That was hilarious. We've seamlessly
appreciate
Oh baby. T2, this man knows what he's doing. Frozen with the resub for 21 months. Frozen Heart Gaming. Tangia will play. I have Tangia turned off, but Frozen, thank you for the resubscription. We'll get your noti here when we get done. We're halfway through. This blog is long, so we're gonna be here for a minute. We also heard you loud and clear that when it comes to last second bailouts in the pocket, those frustrating moments where quarterbacks could escape with unrealistic throws before being hit, ensuring throws are more realistically aimed near receivers. Additionally, very late throw attempts with defenders closing in will more frequently result in sacks, rewarding good pass rushes, and emphasizing realistic consequences for delayed quarterback decisions. Perfect. Because so many times, and there's a famous clip that I posted of way back in 2014 of the guy that was like getting sacked backwards and he just like throws it with one arm and just flings it perfectly on target. That'll be good. Get rid of those. Get rid of those as much as you possibly can. We've significantly reduced instances where tackles didn't fully contact the ball carrier yet triggered tackle reactions. Tackles now consistently connect realistically, providing immersion. I will say, like I said, the tackling felt better. Like, it's hard to explain if you haven't played it, and I can't show video of it. I wish I could. But, like, they show it in the trailer, but the hitting feels real. It feels like, you're connecting, like especially the hit sticks. Stunts and twists are here. For years, more players have asked for more depth, authenticity, and passing the run game. It's finally here. Stunts and twists are now fully in the game. Whether you're dialing up a tackle in stunt or an interior twist, or something more exotic, you're no longer limited. You're no longer limited to basic 4-man rushes. That'll be nice. You could twist a little bit last year, but especially with the double A gap, you could do whatever you wanted pretty much. At the play call screen, hold the corresponding buttons on any play to open a new sub menu showing all the available stunts and twists for that call. Custom tailor your pressure before you even break the huddle. So that's going to be in the play calling menu. You're going to have options off of plays, basically. You can also call one from the pre-play menu. Press D-pad left and then R1 to access the available stunt options. Nice. These just aren't cosmetic. They change the timing, angles, and matchup logic. So it's going to force the offensive line to make communication errors, especially if we're at a MAC school or a low-level school. We'll be busted. I hope that it's not completely cooked when they first come. I bet this will be one of the first things that gets a patch. I could definitely see Valor. I could see this one being one of the first things to get a patch. Trench work, here we go, Sky. This is what we're talking about. This is pass rush chess, not checkers. Absolutely. But trench work, because we run the damn football on this channel. We've rebuilt the core of offensive and defensive line interactions with one goal in mind. Make the trenches feel like the trenches. Leverage matters, size matters. So with this, like I said, on these plays, and this is a perfect play to diagram for this. So many times on inside zone or anytime there was a pull, hold on, that was a little far. Anytime there was a pull, this guy he'd never get to this linebacker. The pulling guy, I clicked the tackle. Hold on. I know my ball, I promise. This guy, anytime he'd pull, he'd never get to this guy on inside zone. No matter what I recruited like high speed guys. And he never got to that guy. It was always if I was going to do it, I had to beat him outside. There was no other way. The block steer is very interesting, yes. Just like you'd see from the best defensive linemen who don't need finesse moves to wreck a game, block steering captures the subtle war of leverage. Sometimes it's not about winning clean. It's about squeezing the gap, clogging the lane, and turning a 6-yard run into a stalemate at the line. Oh, so this is for the defensive side as well. Once engaged, press RT and left stick, plus press right trigger and left stick to begin steering. You can steer in an interaction in any direction based on the player's strength, weight, and ratings, and most importantly, momentum. This works for both sides of the ball, whether you're a nose tackle trying to dent the A gap or a pulling guard trying to drive a defender out of the way. So it works for both ways. Works both ways. I don't know how it's gonna work I guess it gives you the ability, like if we're playing cut squads. If we're playing like cut squads or 2v2, which man, I hope they have generic 2v2 in, that would be so much fun. I didn't know you could read. Coop, it's a struggle. If you know me, you know me. It's a struggle for me to read. But I do hope that means they are. There's got to be some sort of. There's gonna have to be some sort of like workaround when it's just one-on-one. Gap integrity reborn. Smarter blocking mechanics. Here we go, baby. Yes, Frozen. Here we go, right here, baby. Improved targeting system. That means blockers will now understand who they're supposed to hit and how they're supposed to hit them based on the structure of the play. Schemes that now block with drastically improved and clarity and accuracy. Power, counter, trap, wham, duo, all veer variants. Wait, that's a tongue twister. And midline concepts. That is going to be nice. This new logic reduces freelancing and missed assignments while magnifying mismatches. If your center is climbing to a 250-pound linebacker with poor leverage, I'll be in trouble. But if you've got a pulling guard squaring up against a lighter safety, that's a big dub. Impact blocks and collision wins. The core engagement system has been overhauled based on weight class ratings and momentum differential. Pass protection, smarter targeting selections. Your offensive line will now make more intuitive decisions about who to block and when to block them based on immediate threats and overloads. I like the idea of untargeting defenders too. Untargeting defenders is one of the biggest things, I think. If you know that a guy's not, you know that a user's not gonna, he's taking control of a linebacker that's supposed to block in a thing, you can target him, you can untarget him, and then boom, there you go. If they get it right, triple option could be broken. I want to run some triple this year. I might run a triple only dynasty at some point. I love the triple. I love the triple out of the pistol. Hell, we ran the triple out of the pistol all the time at OU. That was one of my core tenets of my offense. Slide mechanics are now easier and more intuitive. Want to slide left? Just slide left, right stick. Slide left plus right stick left. Want to full slide, double flick the right stick. Built for matchups. You can now quickly flip your pass protection the same way you flip a play. Quick flips now account for backside blitzers and rotating coverages, allowing users to adjust protection schemes on the fly. Check out that. The Rice offense is very intriguing, Rose. Yes. I will definitely. The trenches aren't just cosmetic, they're gameplay altering. Every offensive scheme now starts with how your line functions. So we got to recruit. We're going to have to go recruit that big boy tight end again, Walt Ball, that we had at OU. That was a converted tackle to tight end. But this time we're just going to have to keep him at tackle. Hopefully this year when you change positions, it doesn't screw with the badges the way it did last year. It felt a little game breaking. Custom stems. Basically custom stems now on the defensive side of the ball. You now have the ability to fine tune individual zone depth drop on the fly. You're asking great questions today. Simply select the zone defender you want to adjust, press A or X, then tap L1 to bring up the zone depth adjustment. There we go. I mean, you had that option, but now you have custom stems. Athletic linemen will be massive this year, Valor. Yes, 100%. Honest question. I like where they're going. I want to see the dynasty deep dive before I give like a full-hearted opinion. Truly, before I give like a true, real opinion, I want to see what we got. This on-the-fly upgrade means more power, more control is in your hands. Whether you're trying to match verticals more effectively, clog up intermediate windows, or bait quarterbacks into making bad decisions, or stop all those spammy users out there that only knew how to throw corner routes, that didn't know how to throw anything but a corner route. This is the way to stop them. This is the perfect way to stop them. Route commit, call your shot. So route commit is also in college football 26. I know it's a low chance to get beat with the shade, but I'm selling out here. That's the thing. If I know a guy's running a fly, if I know he's just running a go route, or if I know he's running a corner route, I want to commit to that, and I don't want to get beat. That's all I'm asking. Is I don't want to. If it ends up being a 20-yard dig, that's fine. But if it's a full-on go ball, I want to be able to control that I can stop the go ball. If I have the horses to go with it. One of the biggest new additions this year, route commit lets an individual or your entire secondary aggressively jump routes based off the read of the offense. In pre-play, press R1, then left or right on the left stick, and your entire coverage unit will aggressively break towards either inside or outside breaking routes. Excuse me. Guess right, lockdown or strapped, as the kids would say. Your defenders will cut faster, stay tighter through breaks, and squeeze passing windows shut. Much better. Guess wrong, it's costly. Defenders will react slower, take exaggerated false steps, and give up separation that turns short gains into explosive plays. So I love that. What's up, Big Dinger? Welcome in, man. Yeah, so the Dynasty deep dive is where we'll learn the real guts of, the longevity of this game. The gameplay was always in a good place. It's going to be in a better place this year. I don't doubt that. Did they make the appropriate adjustments for Dynasty is what's going to really matter. With route commit leading the charge, we knew man coverage needed to feel tighter, more authentic, and more rewarding. This year, man-to-man is much more varied. Elite corners like Leonard Moore will mirror receivers closely, with breaking with quicker timing that feels earned, not scripted. If I have a lockdown corner, our guy Gizmo Thunderbolt was a corner that we converted to safety. But Gizmo was Gizmo was a corner. Gizmo was a corner, and anytime he had all the best ratings, and he still got a lot of interceptions, but I want him to have the ability to make breaks on those plays. What changes to Dynasty? I'll get to that, Valor. I'll get to that when we get through the end of this. I'll get to what I want to see out of Dynasty as well, because I have a lot. I do have a lot of things that they're not huge things. I just think they're good quality of life upgrades. Power guards and agile tackles, absolutely. If you hold inside leverage and the wide receiver runs a dig, you'll stay tight and complete. You'll stay tight and compete aggressively. So that's exactly how it should be. If I know that guy's running that route, I should be able to stop that route. If I have the guys that can make the play for it, or at least be closer to making the play. Shade over the top will finally actually work, is what they claim. Shading coverages matters more than ever. Pairing directly with route commit and leverage to create a complete defensive toolkit. Like I said, if I know that all he's doing is throwing go balls, I just want to shade over the top and just keep everything back there. I want to keep every defensive play back there. That's all I want. Last year, some of the full speed contested over the shoulder interceptions felt a little much. When a DB doesn't have eyes on the ball, he won't make those unrealistic blind leaps anymore. When a DB is in trail position, hips turned and running at full speed, you should feel more inclined to take a shot deep. You no longer have to wait until your receiver is 3 steps clear from breaking the jam. We'll see how that works. I was running in the beta. I was running a lot of crossers and a lot of drags just to get it down. So I think that I would say so I don't know how the go balls worked. I didn't really throw a lot of go balls. If it was for me, it was running the ball and drags, because those are the things I like. Those are the core tenets of our offense. Defensive decision making just became more critical. Quarterbacks will find jump balls that are true 50-50 throws again, not automatic turnovers. Too many wide open interceptions felt incomplete this year. That wasn't right, especially after you made a perfect read. This year we've improved that dramatically. Those no doubt interceptions will stick. So if they see it, they're picking it. If you've got it, you're picking it. DBs will finish plays as they should. Every interception should feel deserved. Defensive playbook updates. Let's see. New defensive formations. The 3-4 tight. The 3-3-5 flex, which features 3 down linemen and an edge defender in a 2-point stance. This look uses 4-man spacing while retaining the versatility of a 3 linebacker setup. Okay. I'm down with this. We had a lot more physical linebackers last year, so this is good. A single mug instead of a double mug. Double mug will still be in the game, unfortunately. Kind of hope ag catches are back. I love having 6'4" receivers, bro. We had Megatron Scavenger. We had a receiver our last couple years at OU named Megatron Scavenger. I believe was that, I don't remember whose player that was, but he was like Calvin Johnson on steroids. Like he was like 6'4", 6'5". We just threw him jump balls and go routes, and he was just a monster. He was just absolutely he'd win every 50-50 ball. Like, it was crazy. Miss having guys like that. Double mug is back. 2-4 double mug, dime load week. A lot of new plays that you guys can see here. I'll slowly scroll through these so you guys can see. A lot of twists and loops are going to be in this as well. A lot of twists and loops. In addition to these pressure-based plays, this year's offensive playbook includes new bracket coverage designed to help defenses account for the offensive top's receiving threats. These plays are now in nickel over, nickel 2-4, and nickel 3-3 over. 1 double slot, 1 double tight end, double bracket switch, and bracket switch Willie. Going to be a runner's delight in CFB26. Buddy, you have no idea. I cannot wait. If the run game is as good as they say it's going to be, we've never been more up in this channel. We've never been more up. Each of these coverages is built to provide layered support against key receivers, using a safety to play the outer half of the bracket while the underneath defender covers inside leverage. So, enhanced run fit logic. Whether you're facing a downhill power team, so zone-based spread, our new run fit system makes sure defenders show up where they're supposed to and do it with urgency. Buddy, the way we play, if you show up where you're supposed to be, you're getting run over. Height mattering on quarterbacks is insane, but I like it. Yeah, it means the Baker Mayfields of the world won't be able to dominate quite as well. Linebackers and safeties. In previous years, second-level defenders sometimes played on their heels, waiting for the ball to declare, catching blocks, or hanging back too long. That's no longer the case. I did feel like that a lot last year. Like, those guys did not, read and react. You'll feel the difference when you shoot a B gap and stonewall a run before it hits the line. You mean I'm not just gonna whiff if I break through, if I'm unblocked, I'm not just gonna whiff? Oh. RPO integrity. RPOs are a huge part of the modern college game. That coffee did wonders for me. RPOs are a huge part of our modern college game. A and B gap defenders are now coached to play the run first. C, D, and E defenders will read their key. If the receiver they're responsible for goes out on a route, they'll play the pass. If he blocks, they'll trigger into the run fit. Basically, you can't RPO spam. That's basically what they're going to try. They're going to try and stop it with adaptive AI. The computer is going to try and figure it out more often than not. Opens the door for smarter, more football faithful reactions against reads, peaks, and tags. So, loving to see this. A smarter, sharper run defense. This year we've taken major steps to bring all three to life in a way that's not just more authentic. Whether you're stacking the box, you'll have the tools to survive. Coach setting safety adjustments. Safety depth. This is nice as well. This is going to be nice. Safety depth. You're going to be able to choose the depth and the width of your safeties. You are going to be able to change the midpoint of where you think the safety should be, whether you're playing to the field or the boundary, the strong or the weak side of the formation, those types of things. That is crucial because certain guys, you're going to have way more control defensively. Like that part gets me going because I want to win with defense. I want to be able, especially when you play certain people that are in this channel or not in this channel that do certain things and you can now scheme against them tendency wise. I cannot wait. And I know, and I'm looking directly at the camera and he's chatting right now. And I know how I'm going to beat him in this game. He's literally typing in this channel right now. And he knows that it's coming this year because I am going to stuff every run you have and you all those little bullshit play actions where you leak the tight end out the backside and send him on a fly. It ain't happening this year, boss. It ain't happening. It ain't happening this year, boss. Trust me. I'm still scarred from that game we played at my place. We played at my place last year and I had you dead to rights and you ran the play action. I still think about that play. That still makes me mad. So yes, we're scheming you up this year, Crossfire. I'm calling you out. We are absolutely scheming it up for you, buddy. I had the lead and the worst part is I knew that play was coming. I was like, man, it's coming soon. I know that play where he leaks the tight end out the back on a play action because I've been over committing the run. This year, I'm telling the safeties, you can sit back there because the linebackers and the defensive linemen are good. We're going to make plays. The corners are going to make plays. But, buddy, just don't get beat deep. And that's all it's going to take this year. It's over. It's over for you, buddy. RPO-specific coaching adjustments. So basically, you're going to get a lot more pre-snap stuff is the key. No, the safety will though. The safeties got their noses dirty in the box. That was the problem. I had them on deep commit, and the safeties were still getting their noses dirty in the box. In college football 26, you can now show blitz with just your linebackers, giving you far more control over how your defense looks. Oh, so I can finally give just a little bit of a tease. I can disguise coverages. I can disguise what I want against anybody. That part will be nice. Like, I don't have to, if I show blitz, I just want to show blitz with the linebackers. Let's see. Real-time coaching is no longer just a feature. It's the engine behind smarter, more strategic, and more human-like coaching behavior on both sides of the ball. Delayed shifts, formation IQ. Basically, the coaches are going to be smarter. I think the coaches, especially CPU coaches, got dumb. The CPU coaches got dumb towards the end of our dynasty. And I hope, like I said, one of the things in the Dynasty Deep Dive Valor was asking me about is I want to be able to have a little bit more control over coordinators. In terms of, I don't care what their trees are when they come in. I would like to at least guide them, be like, hey, I would like you to upgrade in these ways if you're upgrading. I think that part would be cool. I don't need to manually control it, but I think it would be cool to at least be like, you have an effect, and based on how many years you've been there, you have a certain effect. This also powers a new layer in coach suggestions where concept counters are intelligently surfaced. If flood is killing a defense, look for a call that directly attacks the route combo, not just a generic shell. There you go. I'm cool with that. I won't need it against Crossfire, but I might need it against other people. So every coordinator did feel the same. That's true too. Do agree with that. This is just year 2 of real-time coaching, but it's already reshaping how CPU opponents think and adapt. From delayed pre-snap shifts to formation-specific run fits, real-time coaching is going to be good. Switch stick visual change. So here's all the other things that they're going to have. The pre-play movement from Madden 25 comes to college football along with the new enhancements. Pursuit has been tuned. You will see players with low pursuit rating unable to properly judge. That's fine if low-rated pursuit players can't do it. If I have a high-rated pursuit player, he damn well better be able to attack that play perfectly. He better, if I recruit guys towards the end of a dynasty and they have high pursuit, they better be able to make those plays. CPU's getting out of fake earlier in play action. In the passing game, we have extended our bullseye accuracy system. In CFB26, you will see a much wider range of slightly inaccurate passes. Okay, they could have said that a little bit better, but I got them. Slightly and significantly would work, but I digress. Let's see, what else are we doing here? Expect to see a lot more bat down attempts from pass rushers. Linemen who gain leverage but can't reach the quarterback will actively try to knock the ball down. We had some monster defensive linemen that could have done a better job of that last year. Double move improvements now enables quarterbacks to execute these routes more effectively. So double routes will be nice. We'll see. We saw the viral clips, we heard the screams, and we felt the energy right alongside you. Do it. Here's the thing with home field advantage. Do it, but be smart about it. Please, EA, be smart about it, and don't just do dumb stuff with it and like make it impossible if it's in a bad stadium. If it's at Penn State, that's fine. That makes sense. And the score bug and the play clock, I did notice the play clock in the beta. I did notice that. I think that'll be good. That the play clock and the game clock and all that stuff kind of like can fade away. It's just a cool little realism feature, I think. Nothing crazy. If I can have night games and rivalries, all I want in CFB26 is the ability to tell Fox to go play in traffic and to let me play as many night games as I want. Let me Dynasty mode feature number 2 that I want. Give me the ability to schedule the time of certain games. Maybe not all my games. If it's a big game, let me schedule the time of it. That would be nice. We used to be able to do it in Revamped. We used to be able to DB edit it in Revamped. That was a nice feature. Away quarterbacks will struggle to manage the clock, just like we've seen visiting quarterbacks in the swamp lose their composure. Just don't throw any shoes if you're in the swamp. It's a little bit, things can get a little tricky with that. Expect more false starts, more broken communication, and more composure breakdowns. That means places like LSU at night, the swamp during Florida, Bama, or Autzen during a Civil War showdown aren't that hard. They're hostile. I'm sorry, I have 3 Gator fans in here. I knew I'd get you all. I knew I was reeling you in, baby. I was reeling you in. That's all I had to do was one little shoe comment, and I knew that would reel all of you in. Oh, man. I knew I'd get him. I knew I'd get him with that. Hot route disruptions now come with added context and depth. They scale based on your receiver's distance from the quarterback. So you mean to tell me if my running back, hold on. You mean to tell me if my running back is right beside me, and I don't care if there's a million people in the world screaming in my ears, I can tell my running back, hey, go out for a wheel route. And say, hey, wheel. I might have to yell it in his helmet, like, hey, wheel. But you mean to tell me I can actually communicate hot routes? Thank you. Marco Wilson still terrorizes me at night. Oh, that is nice. Pre-snap adjustments feel situational, exactly as they do on Saturdays. You'll think twice before checking at the line. That's fine. As long as I can tell my running back what to do, I don't care. I don't care that it's whatever to my far receiver. That's fine. Without the shoe play, Florida wasn't doing anything. Silencing the crowd. The kicking gauntlet. Oh boy, I can't wait. I saw the kicking meter fade. I don't mind that. The kicking meter fading, that's fine. If it's a tough place to play. The ball fades out as your kicker lines up. The power meter fills white, reducing your visual feedback. I'm fine with that. Kickers should have more pressure. Now, should there be less penalty if I get closer to the red? Yeah, I think a little bit, but I digress. I think it's okay. The accuracy meter becomes completely transparent. The ball fades out as your kicker lines up. And like I said, the power meter fills white. It'll become a pressure cooker moment. That's fine. New celebrations. As you guys know, we don't care about that stuff all that much here. Because we celebrate in this channel when we do good things. So the commitment, creativity. All right, that's all. That is all there is. The motto was simple and clear: finish the drive. Just like executing 4-minute offense, every decision, adjustment, and effort was about closing strong. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Look, I don't know how many words this blog was. I'm gonna go see right now how many words this blog was. Probably like 10,000-ish words that we just cut through. I don't know. We'll have to. But either way, I think they killed it here. We'll go watch the trailer one more time here. Let's go watch the trailer one more time. See if I can pull it up. There it is. One more time for good measure here.
Welcome to the EA Sports College Football 26 Gameplay Deep Dive. We'll share details about a massive playbook expansion, all new player types and abilities, improvements to wear and tear, new control mechanics, stadium pulse, physics-based tackling, and a lot more. Let's get into it. With real coaches comes a massive playbook expansion. For the first time ever, over 300 real college football coaches bring their unique styles and authentic play calling to the game, delivering distinct program identities and more play calling variety.
Unfortunately, ads are part of Twitch. I wish there was I wish there was a way I could run streams without ads. I really do.
Types, motion types, bizarre plays and formations.
Unfortunately, we have to have them.
Fingertips, and they're all tuned so you can craft a strategy that feels like your favorite program. 10 brand new player archetypes and rebalanced abilities, now 84 total, are designed to showcase
is the one right here.
wide variety of skill sets we see in total.
This is the one, man. I'm telling you guys, this one's gonna break controllers right here. This
abilities, now 84 total, are designed to showcase the wide variety of skill sets we see in college football every Saturday. Improvements to how abilities scale are based on performance. When a player gets hot, their physicals receive a substantial boost, and platinum tier abilities will automatically upgrade to the new, more powerful Heisman tier. The Heisman tier captures those unexpected
Rose.
when a player single-handedly new field
Rose with the
introduces
gifty sub
more
to Valor.
realistic
Thank you,
challenges
Rose.
to
I appreciate that.
Shorter quarterbacks will now have more limited vision.
Rose, thank
when
you, my
surrounded
guy.
by taller
Man
linemen,
makes fire
and
card art
receiver
and then gift
icons
subs in
will
our
fade
channel.
as
Perfect.
they come in and out of view.
Powerback should be able to do that, but man, just you wait. It's gonna be like
To ensure
4th and
balance
2, and
around
then
how
that's gonna
different
happen.
abilities affected wear and tear
Just you
during
wait,
hits
man.
and tackles.
It's
Every
going to
ability
break
in
a
the game
controller.
was
I'm telling
reviewed
you.
and adjusted. New customizable auto
I caught myself slacking too. He got it hooked
personnel
up.
decisions to strategically handle wear and tear for every position. Take complete control with adjustable impact settings and battle real-world conditions with new weather modifiers that impact wear and tear. And you'll get instant feedback with new pre-snap visual cues that can affect a player's demeanor, indicating
I
their
have
condition
a
right on the
design.
field.
I have a design
Updates
thing
to
I wanna say, but I'm gonna wait till the end of
tackling
this.
make better tackles actually feel better. New
Not yet.
tackle
I
types
will.
like wrap catch tackles and lunges, and new timing-based skill mechanics.
I have
offer
a
more
thought on that,
tools to
Valor.
disrupt and dictate the game. With new authentic audio for big hits that
And you
adds
feel it in the
realism
controller, too.
and variety to
When you
defense.
tackle, you feel it in the controller.
New dynamic subs allow real-time roster management without breaking from the action, enhancing the flow and strategy of every game. Make informed personnel decisions and get your starters back out there with one button press. A rebuild of offensive and defensive line interactions redefines trench battles. Control the direction of your blocks with new block steering, which factors in player attributes like strength and momentum.
I like this,
for
but
more
I don't know how,
realistic
as
line
the
of
ball
scrimmage
carrier,
play.
how am I going to be
And
able
the
to do
addition
that?
of stunts and twists delivers more depth and control in pass rush. 12 different types of stunts offer a range of strategic options before the snap, providing a new layer to the chess match at the line of scrimmage. We're introducing adjustable defensive zones for more precise control over pass coverage. Adjust the depth of where your safeties line up in coaching adjustments. Fine-tune your defensive strategies in real time and outsmart opponents. When you're on the home field advantage side of Stadium Pulse, it's a beautiful thing. But for visitors, Stadium Pulse in College Football 26 is louder, tougher, and more personal, elevating the chaos of night games in already tough-to-play places.
I wish there was a way they
More
could get the
intense
licensing
camera
rights
shake,
for band.
new
for
visual
band
disruptions,
uniforms.
and distorted clocks will
I know
throw
that
off
it's
your
really hard to
timing and
get like mass
communication
licenses
with
like that.
dynamic intensity depending on the game situation or career moment. Pre-order the MVP bundle. Includes both EA Sports College Football 26 and Madden NFL 26.
All right, so to answer your question, Valor, for band uniforms, like I wish they could get the licensing for band uniforms, like Ohio State's band uniform and like all the schools. Like I just think it adds to me. I'm a freak for that kind of stuff. So I think that's all that would be for me is like I think that'd be really cool. But I think that part would be really neat. But like I said, that's not something I know. Oh, hold on. We got Tangia's playing. I forgot. I think we got another one, right? We should. Frozen Heart, thank you again for the resub. Valor got the gifted. Thank you, Rose, for that as well. But I appreciate you guys. 30 years is not long enough, but my only thing is if they're going to do 30 years, that's cool. But give me the ability to go back through my dynasty history better. Give me more stuff to see in my dynasty history. That's all I really want for that. Trying to find my Stream Deck foot pedal. Am I on the right? There we go. I was trying to make the lights white behind me. But I think that honestly, it'll all come down to the dynasty deep dive, because to me, the dynasty deep dive is going to be specifically can EA do the things regarding recruiting? Can you fix the coaching carousel? Is number one of all of it. Can EA fix the coaching carousel? Because we couldn't move schools. We were stuck. Like genuinely and honestly, we were stuck at OU in that dynasty. No matter what I did, and I had a fully built out coach tree. I had all that. We couldn't get another job. We were at OU and we couldn't even get like any high majors to offer us. And we want a natty at OU. That's number one. Number two is I want the ability to schedule games, schedule times of games, and make sure that this year that scheduling bugs don't exist in online dynasties. Because last year make sure that there's not 5 conference games versus 8 conference games. Those little things, I mean, they're not little things and they're big things for a dynasty. Those things are the things that add up quicker than anything else, because they give you replayability longer and longer. I think that's a crucial core thing. I did notice in the online dynasty in the beta that if you went to the rankings, of the team, you could press triangle and it would pull up their schedule. So we did get that. I know these are simple things. We were also dealing with year one of a new game where they put in all of it from scratch. So I know that there's things that they're going to add this year that are going to blow us away. Stadium customization, if you're doing it. Here's the thing. You know what? Frozen, you make a great point. Frozen makes an excellent point. All I want, give me generic stadiums. Give me like 3 or 4 generic stadiums. Or if you're going to only give me the college football stadiums that exist presently, take out all of their signage. Take out all of their signage, one of the two, because doing a rebuild, like you had to use Remas's, you had to use UMass's stadium or like Cincinnati Stadium, because those were like the only two that didn't have a lot of very generic signage. Coordinators, yeah, if you retain the coordinator, you should be given more ability, or based on like a trust rating, you should be given more ability to control the coaches. That's fine with me. I think that's fine. They probably are going to do something with the leveling as well. I assume to like combat the like I can only upgrade so many things. I get to level 50 and I'm maxed out. I'm sure they'll do something with that. Or at least give us the slider too. If you don't want it to be in the base game and be hard coded in, give us the slider. Give us the ability to have that. So those are the things I think are the most important. On the what else do you guys think about Dynasty mode? I'm curious. Drop a comment. Drop a comment if you're watching this as a YouTube video afterwards. Drop a comment. But if you're in Twitch chat, hit me with it now. I'm curious. Yeah. There you go. See, Baba Ganoush has it right there. I like that. Have a coordinator mentoring perk where once it's unlocked, your coordinators trust you to guide their development. It could be as simple as that. I love that. That would actually be fire. Like put that under, I don't even remember what the skill trees were, but like put that in there. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Awesome. Neutral site games. I think they'll add that in this year. I think they gave a specific reason as to why last year they didn't do it, I think. But I don't recall what it was. Better sim logic. Yes, better sim logic. Just use your brain. Like there were so many times like Ohio State would be I know that the ratings are randomly generated, but there was a game this year where in 26 in the beta where it was like a 91 overall Ohio State team played FCS Midwest, and it was like 45-43 was the final. Like, no, that's not going to happen. Like, or any school of that any school of that magnitude. Better rankings logic as well. I would say customize the you can customize the playoff, but they'll probably have to hard code that in because you have to customize for all those different layers. What's this feedback? It's got to be Spotify. When there's no Spotify on, things get weird. So that's got to be a lack of music. Yeah, it's that channel. I don't know why it does that. Thank you for saying that. I honestly forgot. Here, screw this. We can run the music. There. Now you won't hear the feedback. I want to be able to customize my players' abilities. You know what? I didn't play Dynasty long enough to see. I'll go play the beta again and see if I can do that. I think you can, Valor. I'm pretty sure you can at least choose what they upgrade, if I'm not mistaken on that. So sorry, press wrong button. The ability to choose a certain number of job openings to apply for. That way, if I'm doing well and looking to move jobs, I can indicate where I want to go. Bob and Ganoush, are you on the team at EA? If you're not, they need to hire you. These are good. This is good concepts right here. That's actually a damn good idea. Excuse me. And if I don't get those jobs, because you can go through and see coach job security. If I go apply for the 7 lowest jobs and they offer me, then they offer me. We go to smaller schools, but I know that's why I kind of want to play a game, at least get my feet wet with football again. We played it the last time they did a trailer. I know I might just go play a road to the college football playoff game here. And by go play I mean 25, not 26. So I'm gonna change that back to 25. So I don't get nothing. Actually make recruits? I don't know. With NIL, I doubt they'll ever let that happen again. I have a hard time believing they'll ever let that happen again. By the way, national champs. In case you guys were wondering, national champs. Don't you forget it. Customized bowl assignments, you can kind of do that. I'm down to play if you need an opponent. I'm just gonna run a road to the CFP because I don't know how long I'm gonna be on. So
EA Sports.
I don't know how long we're not gonna be on super long today. So we'll probably do that next week. TP. Yeah, I'm not gonna stay on super long, so. Bop. The song is an absolute bop, by the way. Oh. My PlayStation Plus right now? Okay, hold on. I have this on. I have for those of you that have been in here before, the reason I don't have it on automatic resubscription is because one time I had my controller connected to my PS5 and thought it was connected to my PC and accidentally bought like $100 worth of VC for PGA 2K23. So fun fact. Fun fact. All right, first person to if you give me 50 bits, I will play with the team you choose, and it's not Michigan. It can't be Michigan. Cannot be Michigan, and that's the only team it can't be. 50 bits, simple.
Bits and bits and bits.
Who we playing with? Can't be Michigan. I will never willingly hear that fight song. I'm playing with Florida wearing a Tennessee shirt. I feel like I'm probably going to get like executed by some SEC people for this, but I had to do a community dynasty. Hey, that's your stream, buddy. That's your stream. You're the one who suffered. You're the one who suffered on your own end for that. Oh, baby. Yeah, that's your stream. I would never. That's why I said you can send me any college football shirt you want. ! PO box. I will send you if anybody ever wants it. PO box is not closed, by the way. If you ever want to send me a shirt, as long as it's not Michigan, Penn State, or Clemson, I will wear it on stream. I'll even wear Notre Dame. I got a Notre Dame shirt. So, no. Nothing related to those schools. Nope. Nothing related to those 3 schools. Unless you personally enclose a check with $5,000 to wear said shirt, no. And even then, I'd probably return it. I haven't played a lot, so if we suck, we suck. Fair warning. Fair warning here, folks. Case and point. Oh boy. Case in point. We might just be ass again, huh? We might have to find our footing. Delay game on the PAT is nasty work. What about iHeart JJ? No. You know your limits. I'm not. I will return it. I will pay the return postage for you, but I will return it 100%. Earn it on stream. I could also do that. We also could do that. I still got the sticks. Get out of here. Come on, baby. Look at that. Look at that pace. Look at that pace flowing through there. We tote here. We tote here. It doesn't matter the team. We tote. Oh, baby. We're so back. The people are saying we've never been more back. Oh, boy. Thank you. Come on. Tempo, baby. Tempo, baby. Too easy. This is about to be 7. Told you. Oh! Dot. Excuse me. Excuse me. He's going to challenge it. That was a catch. He got the toes in.
Bet system? Betting system? God is telling me to gamble.
There you go. 2 points. 2 minutes on the channel point bet there. Dot. Absolute dot. We're so back. 7. Thank you. Come on, play the fight song. Let's go, baby. We ran that ball right down his throat. 6 plays, 81 yards, 50 seconds off the clock. A little too easy, if you will. Yeah, dude's got McCormick blocking. No wonder he's got the dude that's like been in college football for like 25 years there. Yeah, hey, if you got the Gator emote, throw it up. Nada. Channel point bet going heavy early. Wow. You guys must have liked that touchdown drive a little much. Fumble, ball, that's ours. That's ours. Our ball. Come on. What are we doing here? We know you're going to scramble with Cam Ward. Come on. We're back. We're back like we never left. What are we doing here? Lock in. Our ball.
Prediction is locked.
Easy pitch and catch. Oh, I tried to take the step back there and got smoked. I'm going back to coach suggestions. Coach was cooking up for me there. Hat on a hat football. See, that's where 17's got to get outside. If he gets outside and seals the edge, that's a touchdown. Oh, here he comes. See ya. Oh, no shot. He R1 punched that. All right, we're going again. Tempo. Tempo, tempo, tempo. Ah, get out of there. Okay, take the field goal. Take the points, take the points, take the points. Take 3. Yeah, Sky, I wish. All right, we'll take points there. Remember, he got rocked to start the game too. So if we can even get another stop, be cooking. All right, through a quarter. 10-7, good guys. We walked down the field. Should have scored a touchdown on that second drive. Got to get my footing back under me. Oh, I thought I picked that. I thought I picked that. Come on, baby. Get him. Get him. Let's go. Come on. Okay, here he goes. Come on. We're back like we never left. We're back like we never left. Come on. You can't just scramble with Cam Ward. I'm going to make you make plays. The problem is Florida's offense is not exactly perfectly conducive to what we like to do here. Got to figure it out. I don't know if he's yelling at me or if he's yelling at somebody in his house. Either way, we're about to score here. So, wish you could change the playbook. I kind of agree. I don't mind it, but I know some people, it really bugs people. Stretch. Ah. By the way, stop the run if you want to stop it. We got hats to the field here. We got hats to the field. I don't think you're going to like this. I'm content. Ah. He stayed at home on the RPOs. I'll give you that. Take that linebacker. Take him. Take him. Touchdown. Come on, let's go. CFB26, I'm ready. I'm ready, baby. We're ready. We are ready in this channel. Good response. CFB26, get at me. Let's get after it. One goofy kick return, and that's all he's got to show for it. All right, let's see how well shading works over top here. Tick, 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 tick. Clock is running. Pick, thank you. Let's take that one to the crib, shall we? See you later. Thank you for playing. I appreciate it. The Cam Word cheesers are out today, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Use that time. Use that last time out. Good idea. Good idea to use that last time out. All right. 24-7. Guess who gets the rock after the second? Oh, he's gone. He's gone. We're back. We're so back. We have never been more back in this channel. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We're so back. By the way, for those that need it, that's a dub.
Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust.
Suck it, Tropical Storm. Just like every other Miami user I've ever played. Hey, they're swag. They got the swag and they're jumping at the beginning of the game, but when it's real football that needs to be played, Miami's nowhere to be found. It's true. It's just true. It's never been more true. We broke them January 3rd, 2003. We broke the U, and they've never been the same since. Never. The U has never been the same since that moment. Also, I believe I owe you guys a little something here. Oh. If you are in here, oh, hold on. Try that again. Exclamation point join. Tangia Dungeon. I want to see you guys get in here. Tangia Dungeon. Look at you guys. Baba Ganoush, Sky is the limit TP. I need to get in this dungeon. I got level 9. Problem HD is in here. We got 5 of you, 6 of you. Crossfire's in here. 16 seconds left. If you're new here, it doesn't matter if you're subbed or unsubbed. Get your butt in here. Exclamation point join. I think I have over 1,000 items now. Tight spot joined. Baba Ganoush defeated an orc. TP. I am going to fix the text. I was confused this morning, and when I was typing them in again, I promise I will fix them for the next time. I got something in problem stream that's absolutely cracked. I'm gonna have to break it. I gotta level up. All right, TikTok. It's been real. It's been fun. Come on over, hang out with us for the rest of the stream. Twitch.tv/J2 Media. Feel free to join us over here on Twitch. Appreciate you guys. Problem was killed by a goblin. I found a hidden chest, a common cream sword, and earned a free Pepe voucher. Baba Ganoush earned a free SpongeBob voucher. Sky is the Limit earned a free media share voucher. Oh boy, Crossfire earned a free jump scare voucher. First one of the day must have been bussin'. The Tangia panel on the right-hand side of TP, are you on mobile or are you on phone? Are you on mobile or are you on computer? How did you change the Tangia channel point cost? It's automatically calculated based on how many bits it costs to trigger something. It's like multiply it by 40, I think, 20 or something like that. I just enabled it. I didn't even touch the number. If you're on Twitch on mobile, it should be in the little orange panel below. You can't afford jump scares with the voucher? I'll turn jump scares off then. Okay. Or I'll give you guys one that you can use. Yeah, I'll give you guys a couple. I thought it would only give you a voucher if I had something worth that amount. Exclamation point play, get your marble in here. We're gonna run like 2 races. I gotta get out of here fairly quickly because I'm gonna edit this video, so. But I appreciate you guys. Get that marble in here. Exclamation point play. the price of vouchers set too low. I got you. I'll fix it. Lowdown, welcome in. The race starts in a minute. Exclamation point play. Exclamation point join. Because guess what? You thought that was the only? Maybe. Bad streamer. Oh, I gotta trip it the other way. Like I said, I'll fix the text tonight. I will have to. I'll have to redo that. So. A boss fight is available. I believe it's 100 bits to trigger the boss fight. But Crossfire said we don't want to do the boss fight yet because we're not high enough level. So. Crossfire, I believe Crossfire said yesterday, we're not high enough level to do that yet. 40 bits and we'd get fisted? Yeah. We'll level up. That's why we got to run these dungeons. We got to lock in, run these dungeons. Problem HD says he's been fisted for less. Unbelievable. 40 bits is no laughing matter, but he says he's done it for less. Significantly less, if you will. So next week's streams next week's streams are going to be pushed back towards the later part of the week. Got a couple things going on the first couple days of the week. But with that being said, we are going to do a new series on this channel as we get ready for College Football 26. And if those of you that saw me play 25 today, you know that I'm a little bit back, as you may have noticed. Baba Ganoush, congratulations on the win. We're going to do a subscriber versus viewer battle. The JayTwo squad takes on JayTwo. And we're going to start, we are going to start to play those games. If you are in Discord, if you're subscribed and you're in the Discord, feel free to hit the sub room up. Make sure you link your Twitch and your Discord. And we will start to do those games. I don't know in what order we're going to do them. I feel like it's just going to be one day we'll play like two or three of you at once. I know AF said he wanted to do it, so we're going to try and make a day fit for him. Exclamation point play. Get your marble in here. I would love to get Home Field Apparel as a sponsor for this. Do a little like I wear the shirt of the team I'm playing with or something. I know that I'm getting close to needing to order my shirt for whatever school I'm going to commit to. So that's definitely in the works very soon. But do I know what school I'm committing to yet? I don't. I realistically need to see the team list. There is one school that I'm really considering, but I need to see the team list before I make a choice. So. I haven't seen it yet. Jay, was it a dub? The gameplay deep dive was a dub. Those of you that like to run the football, it's going to be a big success. Throwing is going to be good too, but they definitely added in some mechanics for throwing, or for running, excuse me. Poor Pac-12. Some of the teams that they are going to grab going to be weak. I know. That's why I said I got to see the team list before I make my full choice once and for all. I have a couple teams I'm eyeing though. Take Texas State and join that new Pac-12. I could be talked into I could be talked into a lot of schools. I'm the only thing I'm going to confirm to you guys, sadly, as much as I would love to, is I will not be choosing a school from the MAC, because we have done a lot of MAC dynasties over our time. We may end up at a MAC school in the future in 26, but for now there will be no MAC schools. Sky is the limit. I'm telling you, man. I don't know what it is he puts in his marble every day, but dude just wins. Dude just wins. Oh, wow. I say that and Space Shot takes the lead. Wow. I say that and then Space usurps him. Space Shot is your winner. Problem HD is going to finish second. Crossfire third. Baba Ganoush fourth. Sky is the limit will finish fifth. After all that hyping up, I gassed him up. Just don't take UNLV. I stumbled across you when you were taking the pack to new heights. We did. That was what. Yeah, Baba Ganoush is here from the Nevada days. Yeah. I actually posted an OG video to the TikTok today, an old video that they do the on this day, and I just posted it again for fun. Those fan blades just hit perfect for me and bad for him. They did. Space is your winner. Problem will finish second. Crossfire, Baba Ganoush, Sky is the limit, lowdown, tight spot. And do me one more favor. One more for the road. Exclamation point join if you have not. Make sure you get in there. Get in this raid. Last raid as we do raid out. Speaking of, all right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to go edit this video. I'm gonna go chop it down. It's gonna be a long video. I know it's gonna be long because I know that deep dive was long. So I'm well aware that it's gonna take a while to sift through it, but go comment. I'm gonna leave the top comment on the YouTube video that I'm about to upload, not the live stream. Will be who should I play with in our first dynasty. I want to see your guys' responses. Give me a reason why. If you can legitimately give me a reason why, I might just pick them. I'm not gonna do the I'm not going to eliminate teams and do a whole month-long thing, but I might pick them. I have a couple teams in mind that I might do. Yeah, I gotta redo those texts. A rock slide nearly killed me. Space shot yeeted an opponent. I earned a free media share voucher, and Baba Ganoush earned a hidden chest. And found a rare Stormtrooper blaster. Love it. Love it. Love it. You should be able to equip those if you're high enough level. So. Crossfire obtained a common Thistle Sword. Space Shot had obtained 2 uncommon swords. And the raid is completed. And Tangia Warrior gained 10 XP. So. His infamy decreased. I gained 400 XP. My infamy increased. Sky is the limit gained 300 XP. All right. We got to find a raid partner. All right. Sorry. I was looking at my screen trying to find a raid partner and I found one. So we are going to go show the love to I said that and then the person I wanted to raid got offline. So all right, I know who we're going to. Sorry. All right, we're going to go right over to JG. He's playing a little Fortnite. He's a friend of the channel. Go show him some love. We will be back probably Tuesday or Wednesday. I will let you guys know in the Discord whenever we do go live. I will drop the video in. If you do watch the video, please watch it through. It does help a ton. Hit the like button and then comment whatever school you think we should use. Give me a reason why. Give me one good reason why we need to pick your school. We're going to go show JG the love. 10 of you fine folks. So I appreciate you guys, and we will see you guys next week. Go Bucks.